Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. You wanted a recap, but you got the whole cap. First, I want to share some dialogue that happens if you sell the legendary sword before you turn it in. You sold the legendary sword? How could you do that? What? You sold the legendary sword? Did you get a lot of money for it? Are you new here? Hang on. Blah, 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 blah. Hang on. If you're going to just sell the legendary sword, you should have sold it to me. What? You already sold the sword to another store? You should have sold it to me. I wish you had sold us the legendary sword instead of someone else. You sold the legendary sword? Did the president get mad? Legendary sword is real. I can't believe you sold it. You actually sold the legendary sword? I don't think that was President Miles' plan. And then we go... Oh, God. You sold the dual blade? What? You sold the legendary sword? Does that mean I could buy it for Mr. Rochi? You sold the legendary sword? Well, as long as it's in this town, I still feel safe. You sold the legendary sword? I should have known a peasant wouldn't be able to pass up quick money. I would have liked to seen the legendary sword before it was sold. What? You sold the legendary sword? I would have certainly paid you more for it than some store. What nonsense. You sold the legendary sword? Is this some kind of joke? And then if you go to the president after selling the sword... Hang on. By the way, you could sell it to different people and their dialogue changes. I'm not reading all that. It's like 7 minutes of dialogue. So let's just skip ahead to the president's reaction here. Hang on. Ah, you completed your mission. Where's the legendary sword? Well, we sold it. You sold it? We're not supposed to do that? I had a feeling it was the wrong thing to do. Well, I suppose it doesn't matter. As long as it's in the town, people feel safer. And then they're attacked by Gades. So, you probably want to know the recap, because I don't know. Feedback from YouTube VOD dwellers? I haven't seen any feedback yet. So, I'm just going to keep doing this for now. So, what has gone wrong since the last VOD? Okay, so here's the really funny part. I have only given one additional negative to gameplay, and it's for the sound design. There's this song that plays over and over and over and over. And it's awful. It's actually legitimately awful. It's the sound, it's piercing, it's too high-pitched, it's peaking, which means it's breaking the microphone, and it's so low quality, and it's too loud. So it just sounds terrible, right? I wouldn't. Umbral Magnus would be the easy answer to that. So that's awful, right? That's our negative to gameplay. No positives to story, of course. Suffer well. But negatives to story. So, the visual continuity is terrible. I actually already mentioned that. Amon was revealed. He's pathetic. The writing has been getting noticeably worse. There's also a sequence of events which makes absolutely no sense. To give you a quick summary. So, we're going to launch a skyscraper-sized nuke. And it's going to go attack the other people. But then it attacks us. And it destroys the castle. But it's okay, because we already evacuated. Which leads me to something that I've been noticing the whole time, but I didn't really have a way to put a finger on it. This is a bad Saturday morning cartoon. There's no stakes. There's no consequences. Nothing happens. Parcelight is destroyed and then rebuilt, and then it's destroyed again, and then it's rebuilt again. No one is hurt in this process. No one anywhere is actually suffering anything. We actually had our first death in the entire game with Karen, the singer I already mentioned. And that's it. And it's not like I want everyone to die all willy-nilly, but there is no consequences for anything. It is all finger snapped away, literally off camera in most cases. It is the most surface level take on everything. But it wants there to be some kind of drama, so it's like, I will destroy the world. But then it's fine. Amon sends forth his mind powers to make the entire world descend into chaos, and we wander around and we sing to 2 people per town saying, hey, it's going to be okay. That's the awful song I mentioned already. And it's fine. Everything's fine. So I'm going to skip over the next 15 or so negatives because they're all basically that, right? The writing is getting worse. The localization is getting worse. There is no consequence for anything. There's no internal continuity. And there's just this weird nonsense. And then there's a side quest where we find out that Lexus is polluting the water, deliberately, by the way. And so an elf from another continent has decided to sneak over to his lab in order to steal his blueprint, because logic has long since left the game. This is a good time to mention the pacing. I've actually sat back and thought about this, and the pacing at the first part of the game wasn't terrible. I don't want to overpraise, but like, it was fine. But we're now at the point where everything takes too long and it's rushing too much at the same time. It's just absolutely trying to hit each of these story beats as fast as possibly can. We literally go between 3 cutscenes in between major plot arcs. Like, there's no connective tissue here. It's just, okay, and then this, and then this, and then this, and then this. Also, a lot of glazing of Karen in every single scene. 5 times, by the way. Also, everyone's just a dick to each other. I get that they're trying to be funny, but it's not funny. They're just being assholes. Calling Ceylon fat. Constantly calling Guy dumb. Tia constantly trying to be boy hungry. By the way, her boyfriend's still dead. Now hang on, I'm not done yet. Because there is one weird asterisk to this whole thing. Because all I've been talking about is negatives. We gave out 3 positives to gameplay. I know. Shocking. One was for the Logismos Temple. It was an honest-to-God... yeah, we basically doubled the total of positives to gameplay. It was an honest-to-God puzzle. The way it worked is you could jump in cardinal directions, and you had to complete everything and end on a specific side. And if you did, you win, right? And that's pretty simple, but it was an actual puzzle. It was a real puzzle. I was flabbergasted. There was no jank, there was no weird, there was no nonsense, there was no padding. It was just a puzzle. And I was like, oh my God. I don't want to overpraise. Again, it was 1 positive, but still. Then there was a boss fight, which was Amon. And he was actually a decent boss fight. So at the very beginning of the fight, what he did was, if you attack him, which you can do immediately, you start right in front of him, he immediately goes ting, ting, ting. And we've talked about that sound effect before, because that sound effect is video game code for invincible. You're doing no damage, right? Now, in some games, that means switch your damage type, but in a game like this, it means there's something preventing him from taking damage. You need to find the weak point, or you need to lower his shields. While I'm hitting him, these beams come out from his head to these different blue spikes around the arena. Okay, immediate visual indicator. Go take out the spikes, beams go away. Get rid of all the spikes, damage the head. Okay, that's a boss fight. Then he has attacks you can actually dodge instead of being total bullcrap. And he actually has escalation where he starts layering his attacks on top of each other. And most importantly of all, he didn't have 700 million billion health. So the whole fight only lasted like a minute and a half. I've seen better, but it was actually a decent boss fight. And then we had to go to the Chaldea Shrine, which had these puzzles, so there's these beams coming out, and they wouldn't shut up about the beams. I'm telling you, the writing is just getting worse. Wildly appropriate music here. And you had to move the beams in patterns with so you can only redirect some things, and you had to redirect them all to get to the end spot. Pretty basic stuff, right? The portal beam puzzle, right? Or Talos Principle is another good example of that. But again, it was an actual honest-to-God puzzle. Almost no combat. By the way, the previous dungeon I mentioned that I gave a puzzle for had no combat in it at all. Well, that's not true. It had like extremely minimal combat. This had 3 encounters total. And it was a real puzzle. Oh my god. I'm in shock. Something good. I realize I sound like I'm being insulting because I am only giving these things one positive, whereas in a really good game, these would probably be multiple positives. But trust me, in this game... Okay, so... recap done. Right now we're at the point where Deus has shown up. Oh, I need to give negatives for Deus, don't I? Right. So Deus shows up, right? He's like, hi, I'm ugly and stupid. He just the dual blade chooses him. I'll pause that so that people who are aware of the original game can just froth at the mouth for a second. So the dual blade chooses him. And then he's like, yes, and I will now use this to sow terror in the world. And he gives the same damn warning everybody else did. And it's just a dumb scene, and there's like another heartfelt love scene, and I'm just gonna give the whole thing a negative. It's getting worse. The narrative is actually getting worse somehow. Gameplay has started getting better. It's hard to get worse. Possible. There's a love scene for Albert. I did, actually, Blade Javal. And yeah, he does look pretty pathetic. I do agree. uh, okay, so... moving on. So now... Let's grab a save state just to make sure. It reminds me of a quote. Will you love me for the rest of your life? No, but I'll love you for the rest of mine. Maxim? Enoch, how's everyone doing? I came because I was worried. Okay, hang on. I've mentioned the localization of the writing is getting worse. It's easier in something like FF7, where if you read the dialogue out loud, it just sounds like it's slowly dissolving into gibberish. But even those 3 sentences on the screen right there are not well written. Enoch, how's everyone doing? I came because I was worried. What? Like, that's not dialogue. It's also doing the extremely unnecessary statement of explaining, as part of your hello, why you have shown up when someone is coming to you for help. Sorry, Maxim. Please just don't say anything and get out. What? Yeah, it's first grade writing, exactly. Wait, what do you mean? This is Maxim's hometown. I'm sorry, but I can't rebel against Deus. Maxim, you saw that too, right? The lightning. We can't ever win against him. Yeah, exactly, Evo. It's good text for an outline. I actually agree with that. We've talked about first draft writing a lot. This is first draft writing. First draft writing is there so that you have an idea of what the characters are trying to convey, and so that someone else, possibly you, possibly an editor, possibly a script doctor, will come in after the fact, see that, and add some actual nuance to it. Different word choice, different structure of the sentence, trying to convey different tone. See, different characters, something I talk about a lot. Different characters are supposed to sound differently, because I know this is going to sound strange. Everyone in the world isn't written as if they're the same person, right? People talk different. People convey different. And so you can do that, and good games will do that. We'll do a thing where you can tell. Yeah, when you're in a text-only medium, it's important to have voice in the text, right? Something that conveys who is speaking. First pass dialogue isn't concerned with that, because it's just trying to convey the basics of what's happening in the scene. If we support you, then Elsid will be his next target. Please leave. That's the entire town's decision. There's no emotion in that. There's no tone in that. It's just a basic chunk of text. Mr. Red, do not write like this. You can write as this for a first pass, but this should have never hit production. It is amusing to me how often I encounter first pass writing in finished products. It happens all the goddamned time. I will never lose to Deus. That's not the point. Ah! Monsters? In this town? It must be Deus is doing. They haven't said his name yet. I like how I got knocked back to twice there. I guess I need more knock-up resistance. All right. You did it, Maxim. Maxim, we need you to leave. Why? Maxim defeated the monsters. Monsters never appeared around here before. This happened because you were here. What are you saying? Tia, it's all right. I'm sorry. Everyone, let's go. What, you cannot enter Elsid? So I will not be able to go there either? Yes. What a disappointment. Didn't think my lab techs would turn out to be such wimps. You can't blame them, Doc. Nobody wants to get hurt. Yeah, this is straight up leading to a 5-minute retirement. How frustrating. I will train them from scratch once this travel is done.
It's the research of a lifetime.
Okay, well, let's go to Parcelite. I'm sorry, Maxim. I cannot allow you to come in. It's the President's order. I'm sorry to grind this point into the ground. I want you to imagine something live action, okay? There's the heroes, and they're walking into town, and someone walks in and says, and they say the words right there on the screen. I'm sorry, Maxim. I cannot allow you to come in. It's the President's order. In a high writer trust scenario, I would suspect that would be a code phrase because of how not English that is. Wait, this is where Maxim and my house is. Why can't we go in? I'm very sorry. Let me see the President. I will talk to him. Deus's power is the real thing. The President decided it's not wise to go against him. No. I'm sorry, but this is for the safety of everyone in Parcelite. We really are hated now. I'm sorry. Ah, monsters. Stand back. Yeah, you notice Amon's sequence was basically this? No, really. In Amon's sequence, we went through each town, had her sing, and then moved on. Now we're going to each town being told we're not welcome and fighting a couple of mobs. Spoilers, we're going to do that 3 more times, excuse me. That should do it. Thank you very much. Now will you let us see the president? I can't do that. Your actions are monitored by Deus. I understand. I won't cause any trouble. I'm sorry. How sad. People's hair. Everyone is in such deep fear. We should leave for now. Curses. Parsley didn't work out either, as expected. We didn't get Jaros. You must be patient now, Salon. Yeah, I know.
Tell me where we're going.
Yes, they just forbid us from seeing our child, by the way. Next. I agree with Lanoin, by the way, Mr. Red. Maxim, I'm sorry. Okay, I was about to say as a joke, I'm sorry, because the last guard said I'm sorry 3 separate times. And I was like, no, there's no way he's just going to say I'm sorry immediately. Maxim, I'm sorry, but I cannot allow you to enter our country. Is it Deus? Yes, this decision was made with careful consideration. If we defy Deus now, the city will be annihilated in an instant. I thought Alex would understand. We can't help it. I sense Alex's agony over this decision. Everyone's in distress. We're not the only ones. I know. It's just that. It's just that what? That's the beginning of a sentence, Salon, not the end of one. Hey, look. Mobs. You're starting to see, right? You're seeing the pattern here. Sinistral curses. I knew it. Deus attacks us if we let Maxim in. Hey, that's not true. No, there's no doubt about it. Please leave immediately. I understand. Bound Kingdom didn't work out. The people are in a mass confusion. If the situation continues, their hope will start to fade. We must find some way to match Deus' power.
Let's go to the next stop.
So, you notice how this is trying really hard to make Deus out to be a bigger threat than Gades or Amon? And it's doing it in, like, the most crude, pathetic way humanly imaginable. Like, this is one step away from... Well, okay, so I know you've got the Invincible Sword of Invincible, but I've got a giant dinosaur that eats invincibility lasers! No, they are, Savacom, and I agree, they are failing miserably. So this is a combination of bad and padding. Sure, Blade Duval. I've got the Sword of Infinity +1. Well, I've got the Sword of Infinity plus Infinity. I've got the Sword of Infinity times Infinity. Oh god. I just pictured sticking your hands into a needle stack. Ugh. Ugh. And yeah, there's no fear here. I get your point, and you're probably right. It's just, as with so many other ideas, which this game is full of, I don't think they're successfully executing those ideas. They're executing about as many ideas as they are populous. I'm sorry. Oh, he didn't actually say it. I cannot allow you to go beyond this point. Why is that? If we lend you a hand, the safety of this country cannot be guaranteed. You understand, right? Everyone really is afraid of Deus. They saw the immense power Deus has. They can't help it. This is frustrating. We need to bear this. Everyone's spirit is weak now. Isn't there something we can do, Maxim? Curses. We can't defy Deus. We have no choice but to bow down to such absolute power. Monsters! Deus is attacking! Calm down. Deus wouldn't come to every small town, would he? It's all over! Everyone's scared of Deus' shadow. We need to get the monsters first. Okay. Congrats, Mook! That beats my record. I think it only took me like 90 or so. I don't actually know how many it took. It took me 4 years. I remember that better than I remember the attempts. Alright, we beat the monsters. Deus' power is absolute. Our kingdom has no chance of victory without the giant missile, our ultimate weapon. It really hurts if you say that. I'm the one who broke it, too. Anyway, just don't come back to this city. We can't defy Deus. I understand. We went to all the towns, but it was the same everywhere. Yeah. Let's go to Escarito. I think they will take us in.
Forward!
Sure. I'm sorry. Maxim, Artea, what's wrong? Nobody wants Maxim or anyone else in the town. Deus, right? Yes, everyone's scared. Of course, Artea can enter, but I have decided to fight alongside with Maxim. You should protect yourselves. Do not worry about me. I'm sorry. Excuse me. Okay. In the end, everyone lost to their fear of Deus. The end. Yes. We can't even enter a single town. Maxim worked so hard for everyone, too. No one could have defeated Gades and Amon without Maxim. Everyone was so grateful for you, and this is what you get. Maxim, why do you still stand for these people, after what they've done to you? Iris, everyone was only trying to protect themselves. They lack the courage to fight. Humanity can only end. Iris, that isn't what you really think, right? Iris, just why? Why do you fight? Why do you have to fight? I have the strength to fight. That's why I fight. Also because I'm crazy. No, that's not it. I want to protect everyone. I don't know if I do have the power to, but still, I want to at least protect the people I love. Jaros, Salon, Tia, Guy, Artea, and you, Iris. I love you, Iris. Too many. Too many. Me, too? You love me? But I don't know if I can have a baby with you. I mean... Yes. Still, Maxim, what are we going to do? There's only one thing left to do. We defeat Deus. Yeah, but how? He's at Doom Island, you know. Then we go to Doom Island. How do we get there? You know the Excellion can't fly there. The energy cores the Doc mentioned can be used to reach Doom Island. We need to borrow them from each country. I sense a flaw in your plan. Borrow? But that's impossible. We can't even get into the cities. That's true. Is there a way in? If only there's a way to go into the city without anyone noticing. That's impossible. Someone is good at that. That's right. By the way, what the dialogue I just skipped over was, ah! 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 Those two, Bertie and Betty. Because they're thieves. Alright, let's look for Bertie and Betty. Still, do you know where they are? Their base is at the Gordovan Drawbridge. I actually remember that. Let's go talk to Bertie and Booby. I've decided to use my trump card. Those two will not be affected by Deos' fear. That's right. Well, we're going to Grubrick Bridge.
Coming in.
I wasn't sure what to make of it at first, Mr. Red. Since, you know, it felt a little weird. I think weird is the word I'm going to go for there. No, I almost made it. Oh well. Fine. Hello, Zar.
Here I go! Yeah.
Do I seriously have to do this exact same dungeon all over again? Do I seriously have to do the exact same dungeon with no alterations whatsoever? Game.
I'll cut you to pieces.
Okay, that looked kind of funny. It's about them padding negatives. You thought Paddington was just a bear, but ho no.
Ice Blade!
So this is an automatic negative. Even if this is the best dungeon in the world, being forced to just do the exact same dungeon again is the definition of padding. I'm not going to walk away from giving Mega Man 5 this negative. I'm certainly going to not walk away from it here.
Yeah.
This isn't a terrible dungeon. So far, I haven't seen any difference in the dungeon at all. The only thing that's different is I have Artea with me now. And that's it. Oh, this time I didn't soft lock myself, so that's nice. But I do have double jump. That's true. Hasn't really changed anything, because, you know, I'm still doing the same general jumps. I'm just, you know,
Leave it to me.
using double jump instead of that. Oh, did we have double jump at this point? Well, never mind then. Ignore me. I know nothing. No, I did have double jump, I think, because I remember trying to do the exact same jump I just failed at last time. Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's the same dungeon. It's the same dungeon. That's the problem. Some games can get away with making you do the same thing, but with a variance in your kit.
Here I go!
But usually what those dungeons do is they do something so that it's designed for both times through, right? In other words, they designed the level twice, right? Good Metroidvanias will do that, for example. Where the level is designed for the first time you go through, and then the second time you go through when you have way, way more kit. Oh yeah, or there's extra stuff you can get access to. Like, there's ways to make repetition work. This ain't it. That was just the same dungeon.
Of love and peace.
I will murder you.
We are the greatest thieves in all of history.
Birdie and Betty.
That didn't go too well. I thought so too. What if we did our pose too soon? Let's change it a bit. Alright.
We are the messengers of love and peace.
Wasn't that a little too quick? And why do it twice? Oh, striking a pose is really hard. We need to do this in a cool way. Of course we're going to do our biggest job yet. What are they doing? Seems they're practicing their entrance. Even when the world is in grave danger, I don't feel a speck of fear in their energy waves. They're perfect. Sorry, what I meant to say is, I don't feel a speck of fear in their hair. They're perfect. Yes, Artea, shoot them. They're perfect examples of idiots. I knew it. Deus' fear had no effect on those two. Well, long time no see, boy. How rare for you to come to see us. Well, that's right, you're in a lot of trouble, right? So you quit being the hero and want to join our team? That's not it, but I want your help, please. I see. Alright. That was easier than I thought. You two are thieves. I thought you'd want something in return. Hey, we're honorable thieves. That's right, it's not like we're above helping people in times of need. You can tell by our expressions right now. It's obvious you're the most needy people in the world right now, so it's only natural we'd help you. The most needy? I say it that way, it sounds like we really are in trouble. Yeah, I'm starting to feel a little pessimistic. I feel down already. And what do you want us to do? Parcelite, Bound Kingdom, and Graze. We want their energy cores. I see. You want us to steal those. It's a simple task when you leave it to us. I will show you the skills of the ultimate thieves. No way they can do this. Definitely not them. Yeah, I agree. This is too big. No, we can't steal them. We just want to know about how to get into town without anyone noticing. Because you're thieves, you should be good at that, right? Hey, I already told you, we're honorable thieves. Anyway, I guess that's an easy task. Is there a way? How do you think we were able to enter the middle of every castle and pop out anywhere? Come to think of it, that's true. You were under Grazie Castle, too. We disguise ourselves. That's your big secret. Disguise? What's a disguise? I have never heard of such a concept before. It's a must for thieves. We'll tell you how to disguise yourself so you can enter any city. After that, you can ask the president or king. From there on, it's up to you. Thank you. I'm in great debt. Well, I don't know what your debt problems have to do with me. Maxim stops rounding up your credit card. God. We're honorable thieves. Third time they've mentioned that this conversation. So we can't ignore a plea for help. Second time they've mentioned that. Alright, let's get you disguised. Hey, come over here, boy. Alright then. Ha! What? Are you serious? Wow. No matter how you look at it, he looks like a normal townsfolk. I see. This disguise will allow us to enter any city. We can fool townsfolk, but can we fool Deos with these disguises? That's alright. I can suppress everyone's hair with the power of my Ankh. You can do that? Yes. It can't raise the power of energy waves, but it can suppress them. Deos finds people through their hair. I don't know what you're talking about, but the disguise will wear off if you fight, so have them on only in town. Now go, boy. Thank you. Alright, let's go to Parcelite. What? Have you learned to disguise yourself? Indeed, you can enter town. Indeed, you can enter the town that way. What is this dialogue? Yes, so please hurry to Parcelite, Doc. I'm having a heart... I feel like I'm having a stroke just watching this game develop. The adults are already worried, but I believe in you, Maxim. I know you come through, Maxim. This game has been really good about changing NPC dialogue, but I think they missed a flag. I haven't seen you around before. Are you a traveler? If you're a traveler, did you see Maxim? I know he's out there somewhere getting ready for his next battle. So that kid doesn't recognize us. Look at her run animation. Oh my god. I haven't seen you before. Are you a traveler? If we make Deus mad, it'll be very bad for us. You should run away as soon as you can, too. Run where? If Maxim loses to Deus, then we are all finished. I wish I could give him my support, but I'm too scared. There you go. You're right. We can tell they're afflicted by fear because they told us that. That's how good writing is I turn to the camera and I say, I am afraid. You really shouldn't be out at a time like this. I have no idea when Deus might appear. The adults are all really worried, but I believe in you, Maxim. I know you will come through, Maxim. I'm not sure if saying it helps. I know writers who use subtext, and they're all cowards. I mean... Yep, an asteroid's about to destroy the planet. You should run. Hello, nice to meet you. You look very strong. Are you a warrior? But you don't look as strong as Maxim. Maxim is really strong. He's even going to beat Deus. Oh, you're not from around here, are you? Nice to meet you. Are you scared of Deus too? Is that why you've come to ask Maxim to not fight him? If that's so, you're making a big mistake. Adults just don't get it. Maxim's the only one who could save us from Deus. I haven't seen you around before, but you do feel familiar. No matter how you try to hide it, I can tell. You feel like Maxim. If I spend too much time with you, Deus might mark me too. Leave this town right now. Oh my god, random. Kill me. We are on guard to make sure Maxim doesn't slip in. You don't seem to be him. Nice to meet you. Are you a traveler? It's very dangerous out there. You really shouldn't be traveling. Dad. Oh, look at Jaros. He's smiling. Of course the kid can immediately recognize his dad. Despite being like a month old. The world is ending. From now on, we will be ruled by Deus. We are in an emergency situation. Please excuse me. Mr. President, may I have a word with you? I haven't seen you around before. Maxim? I'm sorry, Mr. President. I had to do this to talk to you. I see. Now that you are being persecuted from the world. Again, I get what they're going for, but that's not good grammar. Like, we're past the point of grammar now. Personally, I don't intend to persecute you, but I must protect public interest. Yes, I understand. However, Mr. President, I have a request to ask of you. What is it? Please lend us your energy core. The core? That's impossible. How can we power the city without it? Yeah, I've been meaning to ask, how did you rebuild all of, like, the power lines? Twice? Like, I'm sorry, for those of you not aware in real life, like, a lot of construction and reconstruction is a chore, and it's time-consuming, and it's expensive, but it's a thing, right? Lines tend to be underground. Or, worse, they tend to be up in the air. Both of those are harder to do than they probably sound. So, no, besides, if Deus figures out I gave the core to you, then lightning will fall onto this country. We will defeat Deus before that happens. That's impossible. I can't allow it. Deus said he'd spare anyone who'd kneel before him. Do you believe that? I have to believe it. Besides, I can't believe that you can win against Deus. Mr. President, you have no faith in us. How did you get here, Salon? Where are you in this conversation? Salon, I have faith in you. It's just that we can't anger Deus. I have a duty to protect the people of this country. Jaros is in this town. Do you understand? That's... Anyway, I can't help you. Please understand. Still, Mr. President, Salon, it's all right. I understand what he means. Mr. President, please protect the city. Please protect Jeros. I'm sorry. Let's go to Bound Kingdom. Oh, we need to change first. Now, what Blade Traval is saying is probably true, but I really should mention that I don't actually think it is true. I'm not just saying that to be insulting, although that is an insult. But what I mean by that is the game is not conveying it in any way that actually makes any degree of sense. It's... Okay. I want you to imagine that I have a setting where I can amplify one emotion across the entire planet at the same time. And I'm like, behold, fear. And everyone's like, oh my god, fear. Except there's no consistency to it. Some people are completely immune to it. Some people are partially affected by it. Some people are fully affected by it. And you're probably thinking, well, wouldn't that make sense based on their individual willpower? But the problem is, when I say there's no consistency to it, I mean that. Nothing in the story conveys that certain people have resistances levels, or maybe they have something else that gives them the ability to push back against it, or maybe they just succeed their will save, or maybe they have courage to push back against the fear, or anything. Anything you can do with that. Instead, it's just, it hits everyone inconsistently. Yeah, the children seem borderline immune to the fear effect, and yet several of the adults are completely immune to it as well. Including the entire party, I feel like adding, and Lexus. Like, I kept waiting for the, oh, they're too stupid to be afraid joke with Betty and Bertie, but they didn't even do that. They're just immune. Why? Not explained. Underthought. The whole point of underthought is something that is in service of the plot and nobody actually thought about. It's not direct. Negotiation didn't work, but we still have hope. We need all three cores. What is your hope here exactly? Just go rob the damn thing. God damn it. It's true, Czar. I cannot argue that. Yeah, Gene Roddenberry, there's the king of underthought. Good lord. Can we skip this section? On your journey, you didn't happen to see a red-haired man by chance, did you? If you see him, please let him know. If we do not arrest him, Deus will punish us severely. Maxim, I know you'll beat Deus. That's why we'll be supporting you, Maxim. All of the adults are scared, and that's why they're being so cold, Maxim. They're such scaredy cats. Uh-oh, I'm gonna yell, Ross. It's coming. I'm ready. I'm ready. Deus is really scary, but I believe in you, Maxim. I mean, you're so nice and so strong. Where did you come from? Is everything alright out there? Do you see Deus? I guess right now Maxim is more of a problem than Deus. You're in deep trouble if you're a friend of his these days. Maxim goes against Deus, we'll all be killed. I have talked to Maxim before. I hope that he doesn't come after me, too. So, okay. So, there's actually 3 things you're asking about, Ross, not 2. Hang on. I don't want this song to drill into my brain. Because it will. So, let's... There we go. It's easiest for me to use examples. Underthought is when you introduce something that should be a talking point. I can define that if I need to. And it isn't because no thought was put into it. Hence the term, right? It was just introduced because plot, because this specific moment or scene or episode or whatever needed it. And that's why it's here. The easiest example of that is the fact that on Star Trek Voyager, they're constantly scanning the brain waves of every person on the ship at all times. I'm not trying to pick on Voyager, it's a perfect example of underthought, because that should be a talking point. That should be a thing. That should be something that some people aren't comfortable with. That should be something that other people think is completely normal. That should be a talking point. It should be, I feel like I'm repeating myself, but I don't know how better to put this. It should be something that is brought up in the universe and is part of the world building. But it isn't. It's just there so they can prove that Tuvok was replaced by an alien. That's it. That's all. That's underthought, okay? Now, backloaded storytelling is when you don't actually have a plan for where you're going, so you just kind of do stuff, and then you improv your way through it. This is... Backloaded storytelling, it's worth noting, is actually kind of hard to do. Hello. Hang on 1 second, please. Oh, good. I hope that's actually there now. Backloaded storytelling, it's improv. Improv is a skill just like anything else, right? Improv, yeah, DS9 is once again a great example of this. Improv is looking at the stuff you've already done and trying to riff off of that in a way that makes sense. Yeah, improv is actually really hard to do properly. It's why most everything doesn't actually line up. It's the reason why most of it kind of falls apart. Even DS9 has some kind of when it comes to backloaded storytelling. There's still some good stuff there. The way they took the Dominion, the way they developed the Cardassian relationship and the Klingon situation, all that. They did some good stuff with it, but ultimately, all of that was just someone being like, here. I actually have a better example than DS9, but I know you're not as familiar with it. It's World of Warcraft. Up until Dragonflight, WoW was very backloaded storytelling. They were just kind of rolling with it. It's why there's so many inconsistencies up to Shadowlands. So yeah, you look at what's happened before, use that as a prompt to springboard into something new. So backloaded storytelling would be someone taking that brain scan from Voyager and doing something with it, right? Turning it into something. Maybe the Maquis, you could do an entire episode just on this concept. You could have a whole episode about how the Maquis crew members haven't heard of this because it's brand new, right? This happened after most of them left the Starfleet. And so now it's just standard policy to scan everyone's brains. Why didn't you tell us? Well, it didn't occur to us to tell you. It's standard policy. It's normal. Well, yeah, but I don't like having my brain scanned by the computer 24/7. Well, why? What do you have to hide? I don't have anything to hide. I just have the desire for privacy. Well, we're on a spaceship, in a military ship, in a military environment. Well, yeah, and you get how this could develop into a story. That would be backloaded storytelling, right? So, underthought can lead to backloaded storytelling, but does not necessarily do so. Now, there's a third thing here, which you didn't bring up, but you did reference indirectly. I call it bricklaying. Probably Russ. Bricklaying is it's a whole separate skill. It's littering. We'll go with that. Littering your story with little things, little concepts, with no real intention or design for what they are. The example of that is Star Wars: A New Hope, which just casually mentions tons of stuff. If you sit down sometime, if you ever feel like it, sit down and watch A New Hope again and pay attention to all the tiny little stuff that eventually became something. We know, thanks to research, thanks to interviews, thanks to original copies of the script, none of that was intentional. He had no idea what anything. He didn't know what the Clone Wars was. He didn't even know what the Jedi was. He didn't know what the Force was. He didn't know how the Republic worked. He didn't know what the Senate was. He didn't know what a Moff was. None of that was designed. But laying those bricks out there there's a skill to laying bricks that then lead to backloading storytelling. And you can see how these all kind of tie into each other. Because there's a skill to it. You have to design it in a way. You have to lay it in such a way that there's implication without explanation, right? Again, I'll use the Clone Wars as a perfect example. The phrase Clone Wars is kind of a perfect encapsulation of what bricklaying is. Because depending on the setting, that can mean a lot of things. It immediately implies, okay, it prompts questions, not implies. It prompts questions, right? Were clones fighting each other? Were people using clones in war? Were the people using clones to try and take over? Why was this a thing? Why is this no longer a thing? Is cloning, like, forbidden now? Was it really hard to do? Was it ancient tech? Question, 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 question. That's a good brick. I don't want to overpraise George Lucas because he's actually a terrible writer. But then again, he didn't write Star Wars alone. Good bricklaying is the kind of thing that prompts those questions that can lead to backloaded storytelling. No, Matt Overlord, I haven't even thought about it. In fact, I don't think it's possible to, by definition. It's too incongruent. But I will admit I haven't thought about it, so I don't know. I also haven't thought about it for 13, or 14, or 15, or 13.2, or 13.3. Anyways. So, speaking of World of Warcraft... Actually, for real, really quick, then I'll move on. Speaking of World of Warcraft, you know what game did really good bricklaying? Warcraft 2. I've mentioned this before as we were going through Warcraft 1. The Warcraft 1 has no story to speak of. None. It's a random WoG by orcs. That's it. Boom. There's nothing there. Warcraft 2 sat down and Metzen sat down and he said, he was handed it. He was handed the story and told to develop a world where there was none. And so he threw down a lot of bricks. The Tomb of Sargeras, the Guardian of Tirisfal, right? The fact that the orcs are literally from another world, Draenor. Like all these little details, the orcish horde from Draenor. All of these details were bricks originally that he laid down as prompts, and this makes perfect sense. Metzen's story chops come from being a GM in D&D. Literally, that's not exaggerative. He was the one who used to run campaigns not only for his friends, but for the office, right? Yeah, there's a dragon whose name is Deathwing. What does that mean? He just laid down a bunch of bricks in Warcraft 2, and we've been following through on those for the last, 30 years at this point. That's another good example of bricklaying. Anyways. Okay. When you have to craft a story around a mandate, we have a term for that. It's called executive meddling. Because that is what that was. 1-to-1. So I'm going to have a feeling that I know exactly what's about to happen. Hey, please give us the crystal. No. Okay. In fact... I almost don't want to read this out loud. Oh, Prince Alex, or King Alex. Who are you? It's me, King Alex. Sir Maxim, I'm surprised. Was that a disguise? Yes. Anyway, thanks for coming. I'm happy to see you. King Alex, I have a favor to ask. What is it? I'll grant any wish you have, Sir Maxim. Please lend us your energy core. The energy core. Is it necessary to beat Deus? Yes. I understand. I'll get in a little trouble for lending you the core, but now's not the time to worry about that. Thank you very much. King, you mustn't. Look at his face. No, Evo, stop. Look at his face. Look at Joseph's face. The best part is, I think, the reason it looks that way is because it's just a weird morph of his previous expression. Like, look at that. If we aid Maxim, the safety of the city cannot be guaranteed. Sir Maxim can win against Deus. I think so too, but please think about the safety of the people. That's the duty of a king. Your Highness, I've asked too much. I'm sorry. I'm truly sorry, Sir Maxim. No, don't worry about it, Your Highness. Sir Maxim? What is it? Sir Maxim, can you defeat Deus? Yes, I will win. That's why you should protect the people. Yes, I understand. I promise. Okay, so... Can I just point out how stupid this entire plot point is? We need the 3 crystals from the 3 towns. None of them are going to say yes to us. But why do we need these MacGuffins? Well, because we need to make the engine of our airship stronger so it can go higher into the air. So what we first of all, let's ignore the fact that that makes absolutely no sense on any level. Okay, now that we're past that point. So we're postulating that our airship is so freaking fat that we need the nuclear power plants of 3 separate cities to be able to power our airship to go a little bit higher. And that's our plot point. Sid? Could you come school this guy? Please go to the Grazi Empire. Their core is the largest. Sure, yeah, they're totally going to say yes. Spoilers, they're not going to say yes. Are you a traveler? Welcome to the Grazi Empire. We're checking all people who enter Grazi. If Maxim snuck in, it would be very bad for us. Oh yeah, keep in mind there's no engineering problem here whatsoever. There's no logistic problem. We just need to dump more coal, metaphorical coal, into the metaphorical fire. That's it. Yeah, no, it's fine. It's fine. Throughput isn't an issue. Making the airship slightly lighter or more aerodynamic is an issue. Also, by the way, I really hate to point this out, but like, if you have the power to raise something up at all, that gets easier, not harder, the further up it gets. So, like, our airship might slowly go up, but surely it would just be able to go up enough that we could then go forward. Okay. See you around, Diva. I should never have been so friendly with Maxim. What if Deus comes and kills me? Don't worry, nobody dies in this game. The fear that Deus evokes is very real. Even the hero Maxim would have a hard time dealing with Deus, I think. I think the only way to stave off an attack by Deus is to capture Maxim and hand him over. If you see a man with red hair around, please let us know right away. Hi, Darkrai. Welcome to Lufia 2R. Welcome, this is the King's Chambers of the Grazi Empire. We're in something of a crisis right now, so if you could please keep your meeting short, it would be appreciated. Deus is going to come and kill everyone, and I haven't even gotten married yet. I hope Maxim will take care of Deus. We don't know when Deus is coming. Please leave right away. You look kind of like Maxim. Oh, never mind. Forget about it. What is that sentence? There's an emergency. Please return to your homes. Prince Leon, may I have a word with you? Who are you? Sir Maxim. Wow, that surprised me. I'm sorry. I had to do this to enter the city. I see. We would face Deus's wrath if he knew we'd come into contact with you. Knowing that, I have come to ask a favor. Can I borrow your energy core? The energy core is to fight against Deus? Yes. Let's help Maxim, Leon. Thea, no, we can't. We can't do that. Without Maxim, this country would have been destroyed. We are in his debt. I know. That's why we must avoid any danger that falls onto this kingdom. That is not a response to what she just said. You see what I mean? Like, I feel like I'm having a stroke in real time, which I suppose is how most strokes happen. Because the dialogue is noticeably getting worse the further we get in. And I know I've already said that, but my point is it hasn't stopped escalating. It's It's just... Okay. I'm sorry, Sir Maxim. No, I'm sorry for asking the impossible. Maxim, what do we do next? Let's go to Escarito. Escarito? We can borrow Escarito's energy core. It lacks power, but we may be able to barely make it. We need to bet on that. Let's go. Listen, it's impossible. Darkrai, you don't understand. Quantum. By the way, they rebuilt that castle in a hurry. Look at that. The castle is fine. We dropped a skyscraper on that stupid thing. There's a game called Divinity Original Sin 1. Some of you may have heard of it. It's by a studio called Larian Studios. You may have heard of them. They made Baldur's Gate 3. DOS 1. DOS 1 was written in about a week. And lordy, it shows. There is barely a plot in DOS 1. Now, I should mention, I actually enjoy DOS 1, for what it's worth. It's a great co-op game, and I love the gameplay axis of it. But the story isn't. And let me tell you, this is impressive in contrast to that. I'm thinking of trying to fly with Esaricto's energy core. Esaricto's? Their energy core is better than Elcid's, but nothing compared to the Grade 3 energy cores. I know that, but that's our last resort. Alright. Cool. Let's just go. I don't want to do any of that again. Artea, the three sisters of the tower have awakened. What? Artea, who are the three sisters of the tower? They protect the three towers under Doom Island. Legend says they awaken when the world's in danger. They've been asleep this whole time because Gades and Amon were a joke, apparently. It's my first time meeting them awake myself. I feel a strong air. It's so pure. I feel great kindness and resolve in it as well. Honestly, no. I've said this before, and I'll say this again. Most people don't remember how bad FF7's localization got towards the end of Disc 2. It was nonsense. Like, some of the dialogue was literally nonsense. The three sisters sure do live up to their name. Guy, do you know what you're saying? Don't worry about it. We have waited many years for a person with a hair such as yours. Mary. It's Mary, not Marl. We've waited for a time when Doom Island has fallen to the hands of dark gods, and have awoken to make sure that hope is not extinguished from the world. Those are supposed to be different people. Now here's the funny thing. I could mock how it's just a recolor, but actually there is one small difference I noticed the first time around too. Their beauty mark is in a different spot. Lisa's is under the left eye, whereas Claire's is just to the right of her lip. You were waiting for me. See, and hers, it's under the left eye again. And hers is under the right eye, see? That's it, that's the difference. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. There's no time to waste. We must stop Doom Island before the world is engulfed in fear. I think you're a little too late. Alright, is that possible? The three towers are said to have been created by gods. Their purpose is to support Doom Island and monitor it. Support and monitor? Yes, Doom Island is the hall of the gods. Good gods can live there, but there can also be gods like Deus. Yes, we have protected the three towers which hold the power to stop Doom Island for that reason. The three towers don't have enough power to drop Doom Island, but they can stop its movement. In the end, I guess we need to go in and fight them. Yeah, that should be it. If we can suppress the attacks from Doom Island, maybe we can borrow the energy cores. Okay, I'm sorry. That stalled me because of how stupid that is. This is like the kind of terrible plan a D&D group would come up with. Okay, so our problem is Deus is up on Doom Island. We need to get up there to punch him in the jaw. Okay, that's the goal. That's the end point, all right? So we need to get our airship to go higher in the air, which means we need energy cores from 3 cities at the same time, which means we're going to go to the Tower of Courage and do these 3 towers in order to unify them to prevent Doom Island from working, which will enable us to go to the others and say, okay, we've stopped Doom Island from attacking you. Now can we have the cores so we can power up the airship so we can go up to Doom Island? That's... Okay, I'm okay. I'm okay. Ceylon, of course. I've heard of dumber chains of events, too. It's just... I think the problem with this game, if I can pause to talk about the game I'm playing for just a second, is that almost none of this individually is terrible, right? Like, I've seen games that do worse dialogue. I've seen games that do worse characters, have worse characters. I've seen games with worse plots and worse sequencing. But this game does everything wrong. Like, a little bit wrong. But everything. It's like I'm being attacked from every possible angle simultaneously. I'm being nibbled to death by cats. Case of mercy, use wrench to break glass, to get rock to break glass, to use wrench. Yeah, exactly, Darkrai. Rewrite this? Sure, it's called Lufia 2. Done! Please take each of the top of the towers. We will use the hair of the 3 towers on Doom Island. Whoopsh! Then we can temporarily... It's too easy, Ross! It's too easy! I understand, but taking you 3 along with us is dangerous. Yeah, we better go alone. Then you won't get the same hair you need. The hair must be channeled through our bodies to be effective. We are the barrels of a cannon. I see, but you're sure there's no other way? Yes, we have protected this tower for generations for the sole purpose. I understand. Yes. Same writers and developers, by the way, made this as the original Darkrai. A fact I continue to share because of how much it continues to not make sense. We must channel... Damn it, Blitterball. Are you going to the 3 towers? Yes. There is no other way to stop Doom Island. Okay, we're heading to the 3 towers. I feel like you literally just said that. The original, yeah, the original got triple digits. And if you know anything about my system, triple digits is frickety good. Right? You gotta work at it to get above the triple digit mark. This is such a piss-poor version of the original song. The 3 of us must stand on top of the towers and channel our hair towards... Okay, just once, Blitterball. Mute me if you need to. I gotta do it at least once. The 3 of us must stand on top of the towers and channel our boobs towards Doom Island. Yeah, that's actually true in reverse, too. You gotta work at it to get below the hundreds, to get below 3 digits in the negatives. It's not that frequent of an occurrence. Not compared to all games. Alright, it's the bust gun. That's why they call it the Buster. Alright, me, Iris, and Lisa will climb the Tower of Courage. Guy, Artea, and Claire will climb the Tower of Order. Salon, Tia, and Mary climb the Tower of Rebirth. Got it. Roger that.
Hurry, Maxim.
Yeah, I'm the only one who can fight.
This is a single-player game. There's only one... Or a single-party game, I should say. There's only one fighter anyways. So let me guess. This is a primarily combat dungeon? So it's probably not going to be very good. Hurry, Maxim. I'm falling asleep as we're doing this dungeon. Sorry. I agree. There is so much... Okay. Obviously, this happens in all of corporate America. It's nothing. The Japanese don't have the exclusive rights to this. But in my experience, and I've done a lot of homework and research on this topic, Japanese game design... Actually, no, not even game. Just Japanese entertainment industry is absolutely littered with... I'm trying to think of a more harsh way to say this. Backroom deals just... It doesn't feel like it's conveying just how messed up this stuff can get. But that is what it is. It's just backroom deals, right? Wow, I almost didn't make that. Yeah, gentleman's agreement. Yeah, it's just... And so this feels like some stuff was going on. Yep, this is the last Lufia game. The franchise has been dead for the last 10 years. Now... No, 15 years, excuse me. Here's a funny thing. Mega Man has already died twice, almost as long. Probably for similar reasons. Yeah, we do have circumstantial evidence, but we do know that the game company completely self-destructed after this. And then all of its employees were poached, and all of its IPs were picked up by unrelated companies. And there's one last weird factoid for you. And this is the part that really makes me go, huh? So this game didn't... We don't know how well it sold. But here's the weird thing. They didn't report how well it sold, other than the initial sales, which they kind of have to report. The initial sales were good of this game. So, initial sales were good, and then the game they made right after this is the best-selling game of that IP, Rune Factory. So with good sales and great sales, why did they immediately declare bankruptcy? Rune Factory 4, yeah. Hang on. Go away. Go away. Go away. Yeah, I didn't think that would work. Yeah, didn't work either. Possible, Tigzar? No indication of that, but possible. See, the problem is we have so little information, it's kind of hard to gauge what happened. I cry sus because it is suspicious, but I don't know. I think I just soft-locked. Because I can't get this over there. I can't throw it in the air, which is weird. So I can't, like, jump and then throw. Oh, now I'm really soft-locked. Oh, yeah. Okay, well, alright, so... Reset. Probably have to redo the entire... Oh, no, not the whole thing. Okay. It's not terrible. How the hell am I supposed to get it back across that gap? Don't call me the bug runner for nothing. Anyways. But yeah, this could be an Other M situation. People have postulated that as well. Those of you not aware, Other M was the game that development team wanted to make. And as a reminder, Other M was not, had really high BRB value. Tons of backing, tons of time, tons of budget. 3 companies working on it. Other M was not a mistake. Yeah, Starfield. Same exact thing. All the backing and time and resources that they would ever need to make whatever game they wanted to, and they made the game they wanted to. It's actually pretty rare we encounter that, in my experience. Most of the time, there's something getting in the way of a game being good. Well, okay, I suppose in Starfield's case, there was something in the way of it being a good game, but I meant other than just the developers being crap. Is this game lamentation worthy? That's an interesting question. How do I get it over? No, Darkrai. I have no other party members right now. It's just Maxim here. Like, my first thought was to use Tia to drag it across, but I don't have Tia. Oh, god dang it. This is it. This was the solution. Let's see if I can... I don't actually think I can get it up to here from there. So hang on, let's reset again. At least I know where to take it now. Yeah, the camera continues to be antagonistic in this game. Go figure. If not for Lexus, we couldn't have done this. The world would have been destroyed. Several times over, if you think about it. Yeah, once I found the platform, that was a joke. Camp angles. That's odd. The elevator we're using should take us to the top floor. What's going on? There's no energy to power the elevator. I feel a great disturbance in the hair. So something's in our way. Let's check it out. I mean, if you think about the other word we were using, Blade of all. Yeah, I've been trying very hard not to let my, connection to the original game affect this. But, like, speaking as someone who legitimately loves Lufia too. Yeah, that's what we call negative to external continuity. That's what that looks like. Is this an elevator boss? Or fight, I guess I should say. Encounter? The really funny thing is, often bad games I point to as being valuable because of the lessons they can teach us, or because of the enjoyment we can have in playing them. But, if I'm being completely honest, I stand by my original knee-jerk reaction to this game. It feels like every other bog-standard DS RPG, of which there were dozens. There's one called Nostalgia, which I'll always remember the most because its premise sounded fascinating. It was supposed to be an Indiana Jones-style pulp adventure thing, set in the modern day, where you had like a biplane and you would go around the real world in order to investigate all sorts of cool stuff. And I was like, yeah, that sounds great. The game sucks because it's a bog-standard DS RPG, just like so many others. This is when someone's going to come up and chat, I like that game. I'm sorry. I do not mean to imply that you have bad taste. What is this place? This is the Energy Augmenter. We call it the Hair Salon. The Hair Salon? Yes. It controls and enhances the hair emitted by this tower. However, the flow of energy is not yet complete. You must do a puzzle. Okay, please stop describing this to me like I'm 5. Well, I would say there's at least 2 things that made the DS RPG format so popular. First of all, and I don't mean to be mean about this, but RPGs are incredibly easy to make. Now, so to explain that a little bit, the floor to make an RPG is really low. The ceiling to make a good RPG is really high. So it's really easy to make an RPG. And the DS was a money printing machine. Everybody had a DS. And RPGs are kind of uniquely suited to playing and then folding the shot, right, and pausing it for a bit, and then picking it back up later. So we were also facing a bit of a resurgence of RPGs about that point. This is late aughts at this point, right? So we had that big swoosh of RPGs. Yeah, exactly, Moog. We had that big swoosh of RPGs in the 90s, and it I don't want to say it died down, but like there was this weird experimental growthy period, and then there was another swoosh, and that swoosh happened to hit when the DS was out. Yeah, no kidding, Blade of all. So, console with lots of reach that everybody had access to, very easy to make a game on it. Dev kits were a joke on the DS, and lots of people were interested in RPGs. There you go. Could be, Mad Overlord. So, other, like, legitimately good DS RPGs, Radiant Historia comes to mind immediately. Obviously, Pokemon's, Final Fantasies, Dragon Quest, let's just get those out of the way. I know, I'm stalling. Golden Sun was the GBA, so I can't say that. I'm sorry, the goal is to fill the entire floor? How do I move them? Okay, I do like how that updates on the fly. Oh yeah, Chrono Trigger. That's also... Yes. Okay. I'm not sure about 358. I will absolutely agree with Recoded. But then again, I think I'm one of the 5 people in the world who likes Recoded. So hang on, can I move this one? I can. Okay. Yeah, this is an interesting looking puzzle. Will it fulfill? What am I missing? Oh, I see it. Can I do it here? Nope. Hang on, let's put that down here. No, 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 not here. Here. What am I missing? What am I missing? That's it. Done. What's the issue? I've got to be blind. I don't see it. I've got to be blind. I am not seeing what I'm missing here. Either I'm just misunderstanding the rules, which is possible. I mean, the basic rules are presented. Lower right corner. Oh, I see it. Oh my god. Okay, I am misunderstanding the rules. This square right here is not filled. Although it should be? Because there's a beam going into it. There is. There's a beam going into it, and there's a beam reflecting off of it, so it's there. What? Alright, I'm gonna take the win. We're just gonna take the win. We're just gonna move on. I wonder how the others are doing. I mean, it was clearly the only space that was missing, but I don't know what I did to fix it. I was just picking it up to examine, and all of a sudden it's like, solved! On the plus side, it did know instantly. There was no delay. There was no, like, you know, let it settle. Because some puzzles do that. It's like, they don't want you to stumble into the solution, so it's like, hang on. Okay, now it's solved. Instead it was just, boop, instant solved. I feel Maxim's hair. They got the Tower of Courage ready to emit the hair. It seems Maxim did it. I'll do what I can too. I'll go. Go where? All over the world. To stop Doom Island. I'm sure we'll need everyone's hair. I'm going to convince everyone. If Mother were still around, I'm sure she'd do the same. You don't have a ship. She'll become strong. Yeah, you're right. The head tower's just going... Alright, almost there. We've come up rather high. Claire, are you alright? Yes, let's hurry. You know, I really liked, in the original game, the implication of the servitude of the three sisters.
And we will leave the heavy lifting to you.
And, like, the implication that they were servitors of the Dextrals, and, like, there was some cool world-building stuff, and, you know, there was some interesting stuff with the Three Sisters, instead of whatever this is doing. I remember that because it was something I called out specifically, and just sort of stuck with me when we were doing the review. But whatever, I suppose. Oh yeah, also the implication they were going to die for doing this, and it was still a choice they willingly made, while we're on the subject. Speaking of which, let's play as the real best character. There we go. I won't even be surprised if these Three Sisters just straight up die. Like, oh, yeah, yeah. Okay. I wasn't going to say anything chill pangolin. But, yeah. I also noticed there's checkpoints, which, you know, I'm in favor of. Okay, so here's our destination. Yeah, so far, I've noticed the gameplay has been better. But I realized something as we were going through the previous section. You know what the other thing the gameplay is doing? It's being less. There's literally less gameplay. Yeah. I suppose it shouldn't even say gameplay. Sorry, that is inaccurate. It's less combat. Although we did have two giant swaths of no, like, gameplay for a while there. Wouldn't be the only franchise. I mean, I've actually gone on record as saying that I think the only truly good Elder Scrolls game is Oblivion. That everything else has asterisks attached to it. Ah, I should have just waited. Hang on. Every successful BioWare game was them getting lucky. I've said that before and I'll say it again. They kept rolling the dice and they kept rolling 20s. Okay, that really looks like that should be working, but I'm just going to give up on that. Okay, southeast, huh? Well, I already went over here and I didn't see anything. The camera angle continues to be one of the biggest irritations for a lot of these sequences. Like, I feel like I'm just doing blind jumps because I can't really tell what's going on. If it wasn't for the mini-map, I wouldn't have seen this thing at all. So where are we going with this? Look, I see it, okay. I can think of a better outro narratively, and a better outro narratively and gameplay-wise. I'd have to think if I can think of a third. What I'm trying to say is Lufia 2 might take the number 3 slot for me. Oh, we're not in the outro yet. We haven't even met the 4th Sinistral yet. Which is getting more and more eyebrow-raising the further in we go. We might beat this today. I do not plan to. I haven't even done the boring audit yet. So, would not expect it. What about you in chat? Best outros, like the absolute best outros in gaming. The no really stuff. Like I just kind of mentioned, I can think of 3 immediately. Including Lufia too. Oh. Weird. I just realized I can't comment on that without spoiling Mook, but yeah. The Neverwinter Nights 2 one, not the Cyberpunk one. Cyberpunk was good, but I don't think it's quite at the level I'm thinking of. Granted, I have not played the DLC or the patch stuff. Oh, come back. Come back. God damn it. Ugh. Yeah, Mass Effect 2, I would agree. The suicide mission is iconic for a reason. Ugh. God damn it. Oh, Earthbound. That's actually a good pick. If we start the outro at the moment you hit the cave, the last dungeon. And yeah, I would also agree with Dragon Age Origins. Kingdom Hearts 2? 2 had a couple of issues which drags it down, so I'm not sure if it's in the best. But I can see like top 25 range for Kingdom Hearts 2. God, I actually forgot that was even a thing, Anonymous. You are absolutely right. Arkham City didn't actually have a very strong outro gameplay-wise.
Yeah, win.
I would say Undertale's starts... I would say it starts with the second confrontation with the... with Asgore. Let's put it that way. Where are we? This is the energy augmenter. Yeah, okay, we've been... Let's go, let's go, let's go. Okay. Did I move this one? Nope, didn't think so. I've never actually played Crystal Chronicles. I sort of quit in disgust. Don't take that as a dig. It's just It was very much not what we were expecting. So we ended up actually returning that game. I don't own it anymore. If I could defend myself briefly. Mystic Quest. So we were expecting a co-op Final Fantasy game, and what we got was one of the party members has to constantly carry around the anti-miasma generator. And so we were sitting down, and it was like all four of us. We were going to go and play that together, and we got a few hours in. Nobody liked it. So I don't really know what like personal opinion I have in the game, because I've never played it outside of that one moment. Actually, yes, I used to do that all the time, Valerian. What if we do this like right at the top? And then... There we go. I have played Supreme Commander. I'm going to be honest, I don't remember it well enough to comment on that. Although, speaking of, thank you for reminding me. StarCraft 2, Wings of Liberty. All In is still one of the best RTS missions ever made. Everyone, lend your strength to Maxim. Even if you say that. Wait, who are you? Hey, it's that elven girl I saw before. What do you mean, by helping Maxim? Maxim is doing his best to stop Doom Island, but I'm sure he needs everyone's help. But Deos' lightning will strike if we help Maxim. We won't lose to Deos if everyone combines their strength. What's that light? It's Maxim. He's climbing the 3 towers and is trying to stop Doom Island. Can we really win against Deos? We can't win if we don't help each other. So please, lend me a hand, please. I just realized this is going for the... what do you call that? The Spirit Bomb, right? The everyone prays for the main cast moment. And... oh my god. Yeah, that's just... I like a good Spirit Bomb scene. I do. But... who are you? We normally don't introduce ourselves when asked, but we are the greatest thieves, Bertie and Betty. What? Thieves? And how many times do I have to explain this? We're honorable thieves. Yeah, honorable. Get it? And what do you thieves want? Do you want treasure? You should go head to Rochi's place. We didn't come to steal something like that. We've come to steal your shivering heart. What? Oh yeah, Paper Mario 2. That's a really good outro. We've confirmed that powerful energy waves are being emitted from the 3 towers. Energy waves from the 3 towers? But how? It's Maxim, of course. They're still fighting. I heard you pushed Maxim out because you were afraid of Deos. Aye. Aye. If you're a leader of the country, then be prepared. No one would follow a leader who succumbs to tyranny. It's up to you to decide whether to fall to Deus' fear or lend a hand to Maxim. Tia, Marie, you alright? I'm fine. I am alright. Maxim and Guy are climbing this tower too. Let's go.
Let's go, Salon!
You've gotten strong, Tia.
I may have learned a trick or two from you, Salon.
Like what, exactly? Yeah, who was Guy again? Like, I think he's in the party. It's kind of hard to tell sometimes.
It's my turn now!
Here I go!
Okay. Okay. Yeah, it's almost like there's some puzzle stuff here. Other than the energy beam thing, obviously.
Yeah!
That, we might be soft locked.
Yeah.
Okay. Reset, please. Hem.
Yeah! Take this! Yeah! Yeah!
So far, no, Chill Pangolin. Sorry. Okay, where the heck was it? Okay. Right, so I need to get this here. Okay, I just went one too far. That's literally all I did wrong.
Take this.
Hi, Kitten Fan. How's your day going? I'm playing this game. Don't worry, I don't think it'll beat, say, Sticker Star. That would be legitimately impressive. I'm not even sure that's possible. Sticker Star was bad. Is it coming back? I don't think it is.
I'll cut you to pieces.
Okay. There we go. Sketch.
Yeah.
You know, truthfully, I'm not sure, Kitten Fan. This is my first time playing this far. Sure, Czar. Maybe I can't. No, I cannot. I have failed you. It is impossible to explain. Like, I don't know what to explain. It's like asking me why it's simple to cook eggs. Because there's not a lot of steps involved. You could put together an RPG and RPG Maker inside of an afternoon. It wouldn't be very good, but that is, of course, sort of the point that I was making. How do I... I don't know what to do here. Yeah, the basic mechanics of LOL, of like interacting with NPCs, towns, overworld, combat, bosses, equipment, done, right? Like that's your basic mechanics of what an RPG is. There's not much there. Okay, I have a random idea, and that's why I save stated, because I don't want to screw this up. Oh, it won't let me. I have also made an RPG, although I made it purely to test scripting. It was not very good.
Ice Blade! I'll cut you to pieces. Ice Blade! I'll cut you to pieces. Ice Blade!
Dang, come on.
you to pieces. I'll cut you to pieces.
At the moment, I'm having trouble with I don't know what. Possibly physicsy jank, possibly the fact that I'm on the wrong layer. Okay, I get it now. That is a good question, Uthor, which of course I do not have an answer to.
Ice Blade! I'll cut you to pieces.
So I actually had the right idea earlier. Hey, Paranoid Android. How's your day going? 'Cause I'm playing this game. What? Why is it back down?
Ice Blade!
Oh, I've been at that since yesterday, poor editor. There's a phenomenon you've probably heard me talk about. It's where a game feels longer than it is. This is that. This is very that. It actually isn't a very long game, thank God. But it sure feels like it. I'm also extremely tired of this song. Okay. That was very simple. Oh, no. Okay. Okay, hang on, I can work with this. Yeah. Yeah, having to listen to the same song on loop for like 20 minutes gets old. It's weird how that works out. That's my fault. I forgot you can't double jump while carrying something. That's on me.
It's my turn now! Yeah! Ha ha!
Here I go! I'll cut you to pieces.
Well, I don't have lock on this time. I should probably switch to her for this.
My turn now.
I want you to imagine listening to like 20 minutes of this song, Mr. Red. Now imagine that I'm probably underestimating how long this song has been playing.
Here we go. Yeah. Ah, ah. Ha. Ha. Ah.
Yeah, I actually like this song too. Does the fear effect not run out? Oh my god.
Here we go. Ow. Ha. Ha.
Oh god. How do you make my favorite song of all time tiring? I have a feeling we're gonna find out.
Ha. Yeah.
The hell was that? We just need to get rid of machinations, guys. That's what it is. This is an energy augmenter? Huh? Wow, you're really knowledgeable, Salon. Please fill the room with the energy beam. I don't get it at all. It's alright, maybe someday you'll understand. I have a feeling I'm being made fun of. Yes, Tia, someday you'll understand. You won't, of course, but you know. Okay. Actually. No, no. Come on, game. Listen, the other female party member is too busy being boy crazy. That's not really a joke. It's okay. Her previous boyfriend's already dead, as far as she knows. I'm gonna laugh if Decker actually is dead and they actually forgot he exists. Like, just straight up forgot. It's like, oh, right. That guy. I redirected that. You have to fill out every tile. So the goal is to fill out literally everything. So that gets it there. Can I get it? Yes, the goal of this puzzle is to save the world. That's the third time in a row I solved it on accident, by the way. Just by running around. I'm not complaining, but I can't really take credit for that, you know? Oh, so that's how that works. It seems Maxim and Guy were successful, too. Now we're prepared to stop Doom Island. Let's go. Joseph, will Deus rule the world at this rate? Regrettably, it is most likely. Deus's power is absolute. But Sir Maxim is the legendary hero, right? There is no assurance that Sir Maxim will defeat Sir Deus. Still, I want to help Maxim. You mustn't, without any assurance. Then I will assure you. Are you even going to explain it? Would it be worse if they did? Decker, you're alive. Sorry to make you worry. I was in a different world and had to take my time coming back. There were extraordinary monsters in the other world, but they were no match for me, the invincible Superman. I used one of my 100 techniques, Blast Wave, to destroy the entire other world. I will do the same to Deus. What is this? Hair? It seems Maxim's doing something in the Three Towers. They might need my help, so I will go to him. Alright, Decker. Spelled wrong. I'll leave it to you. King Alex, please convince the people. Let's direct everyone's hair towards the Three Towers. I actually like the other version for that one. Okay. So anyways, Decker's back. Lorshok. Prince Leon, will we all die? I don't want to die. I don't know. Must Deus rule over us? There's hair coming out of the Three Towers. Is Maxim doing that? Most likely. I want to believe in Maxim. If Maxim's doing his best, I'm sure there's something we can do. Something we can do. So this is the top floor. Lisa, are you hurt anywhere? I'm fine. What if everyone's here already? Yes, they're here. I feel everyone's here. Let's begin. Hang on. Hold up. Let's give some negatives before I move forward. No mention that I've seen, Darkrai. Claire, Marie, can you hear me? Yes, Lisa. I can hear you. Concentrate. Let the hair flow naturally. Like a ripple. Like an instrument. This is ultimately just a shampoo commercial. Let's go. Did it work? Why is your weapon drawn? We don't have enough hair. We can't stop Doom Island. Shoot! What else can we do? They're firing on us. We can still endure it, but it won't last long. Curses, what do we do? Is this the end?
What are you doing?
Do you think you can end the world, Mother saved? Milka? I came to help because I thought you needed it. You don't have enough hair, right? Well, that's right, but how'd you get here? There are a bunch of monsters on the way.
Exploding fist! Decker, the world's strongest man, has returned!
Man, there's too many monsters in this tower, right, Maxim? Decker, how did you survive? I told you the second best thing ever is not dying. Well, you did say that. There's no time for chatting. You want to stop Doom Island, right? Yeah, but we don't have enough hair. Don't you feel it, Maxim? What? I'm not the only one who's rooting for you, Maxim. Yeah, this is a straight-up spirit bomb. Except, you know, the Temu version of a spirit bomb. Maxim, do your best. Maxim, hang in there. Everyone believes in you, Maxim. I'll go visit you in Parslite once this is over, Maxim. Maxim, don't push it. Do your best. I will root for you. Maxim, leave Parslite to us. Don't lose to Deus. I'll be rooting for you too. Come back soon so you can give me sword lessons again, Maxim. Maxim, Guy, hang in there. Maxim, please come back safely. Maxim, I won't lose to Deus either. Maxim, Maxim, Maxim. I'm getting tired of saying that word. It's losing all meaning. Beat Sir Deus. Or sorry, beat Deus, Sir Maxim. If you can't handle it, Sir Maxim, Alex Joseph and I will aid you. Maxim, don't lose. I'll root for you the entire time, so you'll be okay. You know there's other party members other than Maxim, right? Maxim, show us the power of the legendary hero. Decker, come back safely, even if Maxim doesn't. Seriously, there's other people than Maxim. Yeah, this is a weird music choice for the Spirit Bomb. Maxim, do your best. I'll grow more profane. Maxim, do your best. Do your best! Sir Maxim, please light up this world. Sir Maxim, I will pray for your victory. Please save the world from this impending danger. I will help you too. Maxim won't lose, right? He can win, right? Everyone's cheering for your victory. Please accept our hair. Maxim, can you feel the world's energy waves? Sorry, hair? It's all directed at you. Hang in there. With all this hair, the dual blade will definitely help you. Please believe in it. Can you feel everyone's hair from around the world, Maxim? Yes, I can feel everyone's hair at the same time. I feel it. I feel it. There were people who were scared of Deus, but the kids led the way and trusted you. Children are pure. They believe that justice will always prevail. Justice prevails. Yeah. Hair is gathering from around the world. Children and their parents, even their friends, everyone's hair. I can feel everyone's from around the world. Oh, God. I think I can feel it, too. I feel it. Such amazing power. The world is becoming one. The children are acting as a bond. Jaros, please wait for me. Let's meet Deus and go home. Yeah, no kidding, shall we come? Oh my god. Okay. Hold up. Oh, okay. I also like how Decker has just magically joined Maxim's party here. Oh, Marie Claire, can you hear me? Let's use all of our strength. Oh, is this where the sacrifice happens? The children's wishes. Who's Tia again? We will entrust you with the power of the world. Yeah, you remember the everyone prays for your safety scene in Paper Mario 2 R? Remember how it was really freaking good? Also, Earthbound, while we're on the subject. We have captured Doom Island. It cannot cause any damage to the land. Oh, right! We should be able to borrow the energy core now. Remember, we're doing all of this to borrow the nuclear reactors, to put into the ship, to go high enough to be able to reach Doom Island to beat Deus. They're fine, by the way.
Maxim.
You mustn't go. Oh, are we finally getting this? You mustn't go any further. Deus, the people of the earth are not asking for our aid, but instead believe in you, Maxim. It's such frivolous thinking, but I can't ignore it. Gods are absolute. That's why you've already killed 2 of them. You must bow to us, beg for mercy, and worship us. Why? You insane? There's no way we'd worship an evil god like you. This isn't Forgotten Realms. Evil. You humans have a bad habit of only viewing matters the way you wish to. You are a god of fear. The gods you worship and us, the gods of evil, both are 2 sides of the same coin. What are you talking about? There's no need to understand, for you will die here. Please wait. Iris, it's dangerous, so stand back. Lord Deus, you mustn't kill Maxim here. Lord Deus? What are you saying, Iris? Why mustn't I kill Maxim, then? Lord Deus, you are the god of fear. Killing Maxim is my role, as the god of death. Bum, 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 wow, 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 wow. God of death? Oh my god, look at her outfit. That's the same as Chaldea Shrine's statue? This is my true form. The god of death. Aram. Okay, I know you're tired of me talking about boobs. I have to point out this. They're pulling the exact same trick that they did with Betty, in that there's a big obvious thing, which is a different color than the entire rest of her outfit, which is right here, whose only job is to drag your eye to that area. That's what it's there for. Aram, wait a minute, Iris. Then you hid your identity from us from the beginning? Adventuring with us all this time? That's right. Why? For what reason? You always helped us. Why? If you don't understand, then I will explain. Yeah. Uh-huh. My role was to first have you gain the trust of others. I've aided you for that reason. Then, when others started to depend on you, we take away their last ray of hope they have. Then, the humans will worship us as gods. That is my mission. No. This is goodbye, Maxim. You have shown enough potential as the legendary hero. People are depending on you. The preparations are now complete. Iris, do not call me by that name. I shall kill you. As the god of death, it is my mission to kill you. Shall we finish him now, Aram? No. Let's return to our hall. It's most suiting to crush all hope humanity has at Doom Island. Very well. Okay. Seems we're in big trouble, Maxim. We have to go to Doom Island. Yeah, you're right. Let's go to the first floor. Everyone's waiting. Iris, how could you? Anyway, so that's a dumb reveal. Let's ignore the fact that, everyone who is familiar with Lufia 2 saw that coming from... Or Lufia 1, by the way. Saw that coming... Or Lufia 3. Saw that coming from a mile away. Because... Duh. But let's ignore that. Let's assume for a moment that you've never played a Lufia game before. Ever, 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 ever. That's still a scene that comes out of absolutely nowhere and doesn't really mean or do anything. Delos is like, oh, I will kill you. And she's like, no, don't. I'm also evil. Bye. This is Lufia 5, Czar. I mean, cats can be pretty energizing, if you think about it. Static, yeah. No, it's Lufia 1, 2, 3, and then the Game Boy game, the Game Boy Advance game, which is a complete Gaiden game, which is actually like Lufia 1.5, if you want to get down to it. And then there's this one, which is Lufia 1, 2R. And then the franchise died. Hey, guy. Man, you were alive? Of course. You know, if you were alive, you should have come back already. Even I had to take my time to get out of that place. Any normal guy would have easily died, so I'm glad. Decker. Hey, Tia. You've become more beautiful since the last time I saw you. She's also hit on at least 2 other people that we are aware of since you died. One of which was a woman. You scared me, a big idiot, but I am happy to see you. The other thing I'm best at is not dying. Yeah. And that's it. That's the big connection between the 2 lovers is, I'm happy you're not dead. And then we move on immediately. So where's Iris? Iris isn't with us anymore. Why? She's the 4th god, Aram. She called herself the god of death and went to Doom Island with Deos. What? No. You've got to be kidding me. I can't believe it. Iris is now our enemy that we must defeat. Our enemy. Can you even fight her, Maxim? If we don't fight, we're doomed. She clearly told me that she'll kill me. No. Either way, we need to head to Doom Island. It's the only thing we can do. First, we need to get the energy cores. Please don't actually make me do this. Please don't actually make me do this. You did it, Maxim. Doom Island is completely stopped. Yes, it's all thanks to you guys. The other thing I'm best at is teamwork. Decker, you're alive? The other thing I'm best at is not dying. Geez, common sense does not work on you. And by the way, I haven't seen Iris around. She is no longer here. No longer here. Does it mean she passed away? No, not in that sense. The Iris we knew no longer exists. With her, we ended up fighting against her. You kind of didn't. I see something must have happened. By the way, where are we going, Maxim? I bet that Parslite, the Bound Kingdom, and the Grazie Kingdom will let me borrow their energy cores now. Let's start with the Bound Kingdom. Everyone will be excited to see Decker. I agree. Let's hurry. I'm sorry, for real? For real? Does no one give a flying crap? Does Tia not care at all that Decker's back? Or are they just banging the hell out of each other right now in the back room? Is that what's happening? I need to know. For the love of God, you made that a plot point. You smashed her character arc into tiny shards by having her cry for the first time since she was a child because her boyfriend died. Why does she not care that he's alive? Ah! Man, those story negatives. Holy moly. Gameplay negatives are kind of stalled, I've noticed. Story negatives have not. I'm sorry, Maxim. I won't let Deus influence me anymore. I will protect everyone. Will it be alright with Doom Island wrapped in light like that? I hope you beat Deus, Maxim. Did you hear me cheering you on? I really tried to cheer hard. Yeah, that's a random question about spirit bombs like that. When did they know to stop cheering? I'm sorry, Maxim. I was so scared of Deus. I'm very ashamed of myself. I will protect everyone now. Maxim, I'm so sorry I thought poorly of you before. What about the rest of the party? Who? I was just a little bit bigger, then I would go along with him. Ooh. The thief has convinced all of us you are really going to win. All the energy waves of the world are in one place. That's amazing! Kind of terrifying when I think about it. I will protect everyone when Deus comes. Salon, Maxim, please come back soon. It's alright. Everything will be finished soon. Then we'll come back for good. So please just wait a little while longer, Gyros. Mama, Mama. Deus is very strong, isn't he? Please be careful, Maxim. Honestly, I haven't said his name yet. So ashamed of myself for doubting it. Please, Maxim, save the world. What about the rest of the party? Who? Maxim, please forgive me for not believing in you. Mr. President, please don't be so upset. I just couldn't place our children's future in danger. No matter what happens, we cannot bow to Deus. You just said the opposite thing there. You just... Decker, we've been awaiting for your return from the Three Towers. I knew Decker would be alright. Yeah. That is a good one, Darkrai. Hey, it's Decker. I cried so much when I thought you were dead. You know, Decker, if you were alive, you should have said so right away. I am pretty invincible. But everyone held a funeral service and everything. But I guess it's better that you're alright enough to come back. Alright, let's see how the best NPC in the game responds to Decker's being alive. Decker's alive. It's like a dream come true. Please, let's get married right now. Right this instant. Nothing? No okay. Decker, I'm so glad you have become even more powerful. Now you truly are unbeatable. My sweet Decker's alive. I'm so happy I could burst. We have to get married right now. That's a good point. You paid your taxes, Decker? Just wondering. Decker, your strength is needed now more than ever. Decker, it seems you've made it in time for Maxim. Yes, Your Highness. Joseph, Decker really is the strongest man. There's nothing to worry about now. Yes. Still, Sir Decker, you should have come back a little quicker. Was there any problem? Yes, we held your grand funeral the other day. Grand funeral? Well, we thought you deserved a great funeral when we thought you were dead. Wonder if I should be happy or sad. Setting that aside, you've come for the core, right? Yes. Use it as you please. As long as Decker's here, we never lose to Deus. Isn't he coming with me? Thank you very much. By the way, Your Highness, how do we detach the huge core? Oh, there's no need to detach the entire core. The important part is the center. It's rather small. What, this huge thing is just for show? Come on, don't say that. It's the 3 biggest energy cores in the world. So shouldn't it be big? Makes sense to me. That screams plot convenience. Now then, Maxim, where should we go next? Parslite. Okay. Whoops. Looks like the prince let you borrow the energy core. Yeah, so 2 more to go, right, Doc? Yes, our next stop is Parslite.
Go to the next stop.
Let's go back to Parslite. I don't know why they did these out of order once and only once. So I've already talked to all these people, though. That's the benefit. So, like, I would make a tax collector a super optional, and his main attack is he gets rid of your abilities by repossessing them. You see that master magic materia? Sorry. No, you don't. They did tell us to go to Bound Kingdom first, and they did. That is my fault. But every other interaction, I mean, every other interaction has been, Partial light bound, grazie, partial light bound, grazie. So, on pure muscle memory, I went to partial light first, because of course I did. So again, my question, like, I'm not irritable, it's just weird that they decided to do it out of order. Once! Right here. Maxim, I'm sorry. Mr. President, I'm ashamed of myself. The children went ahead and aided you, yet I feared Deus's wrath, and couldn't even summon the courage to fight. It's alright. Please use Partial Light's energy core. I know it's too late to say this now, but please defeat Deus and bring peace. Yes, leave it to us. Alright, Maxim, where are we headed to next? Grazie. Well, you're welcome, but where are we going next?
Let's go to the next stop.
Doom Island is surrounded by light. I wonder what will happen now. I was really scared of Deus before, but now I'm fine. As long as the light shines from the tower, I feel better. When the light went out from the 3 towers, we heard the children's voices. It feels like the beginning of a sentence. Hope that Deus is defeated soon and the world becomes peaceful again. If Deus attacks, we will hide the people underground. I'm sure together we won't be defeated. Shouldn't this place be leveled? You rebuilt this throne room, which is in the castle that got leveled by a skyscraper missile in a hurry. I'm just saying. Maxim, the future of the world is in your hands. Decker, you were alive! Yes, Prince Leon. You should have been taken to that other universe along with Idura. Just how did you return? The second thing I'm best at is returning from other universes. Decker, thank goodness you came back alive. Thanks to Sir Decker, Grazie was able to rebuild. I will bring peace to this country, along with Leon. Yes, please do, Princess Thea. Your Highness, I have a favor to ask of you. I already know. It's the energy core, right? It's yours. Thank you very much. It is I who should thank you. Without you, we would have lost to Deus. Please thank the children for that. Without their strength, we couldn't have stopped Doom Island. Yes, I understand. Well then, we'll borrow the energy core. Yes, I entrust the world to you, Sir Maxim. Yes. Alright, let's go to Elcid. Okay. Yes. I agree completely. Yes. So, here's the funny part. We're at the end of the game. But the thing is, and I don't want to spoil too much, but, we have 4 boss fights in a row coming up. And then whatever ending this game is going to cobble together. And that just feels like I can just feel the slog there, right? And then we have to do the audit, and then we have to look at the other ending if we can find a video of it. I don't know, Kira White Noise. Now we have the 3 energy cores. We should head back to Elcid right away. How long will it take you to modify the Excellium? With a genius like me, it'll be ready before you know it.
This is getting me excited.
Yeah, about 20 hours. No, that's exactly what I'm thinking. I think we should probably go ahead and chop it here, rather than try to push it tonight. We really need that ending to have, that outro to have time to breathe. You never know. It might suddenly become an awesome ending. Wouldn't that be great? If it's just something like, hey... I doubt it.